Hello, Divinity and RPG fans. This is John Carr with the Mac Gamecast, and I am back with another Divinity Original Sin tutorial. And this time, we are going to talk about money, and how to earn money, and all that fun stuff. So, at the moment, how much gold do I have? I have a pretty decent amount of gold for being only level 3. That's because I've been stealing lots of stuff. Basically everything I can get my paws on, and selling it. So there's a couple different ways to earn money in the game. That would be basically, one would be selling excess loot you find, or just random items around the world, like blackjack. This old blackjack I could sell, for example. It wouldn't be worth much, but when you run around and do combat, or you just search everything in the world, you know, all the containers and stuff like that. Of course, I'm in somebody's shop, so I try and search the containers. They'll get mad at me, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, but if you just search everything, scavenge everything, and pick up everything, and sell everything you don't need, including miscellaneous stuff. Yeah, I don't have any like paintings or books really right now, but extra ingredients, anything you don't need, everything's worth something. So, you know, just sell whatever you don't need. On release, they did change the vendors. Oops, I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to the vendor. This particular lady actually has some money, but a lot of the vendors start out with 0 gold now. I don't know if that's just my random playthrough. This is my first playthrough of the full release. Spent most of my time in the beta, but a majority of the vendors have 0 gold, which is actually pretty annoying. So you have to run around and try and find a vendor with any money so you can sell stuff to them. Of course, you can also, you know, buy things from vendors who have no gold and then sell stuff to them so you can get some money back. Or, you know, buy something you want, but trade something you want to sell at the same time. So you exchange. You know, so there's little to no gold exchange there. That's also a great way to pick up skills. So let's talk about some of the more interesting ways to earn money outside of selling stuff that you find around the world. Let's talk about stealing stuff. So we're in a vendor's shop. Now, you can get away with, sometimes you can get away with stealing stuff from somebody's shop, and they'll just get a little mad at you. Whether you can hold down the option key and it highlights everything around you. So, for example, I'm a ranger, and I can see here there's silver arrows, fire arrows, stunning arrows, all this kind of good stuff that I really want for my character, and there's a bunch of extra things around here that I could sell or maybe make use of. There's a bow, there's a fire staff, you know, I have 2 mages in my party. So, for the moment, I'm going to do a separate video on UI tips and tricks. I'm just going to disconnect my character from my party because I don't want them following me around. So, sneak's toggled by C. And if sneaking is successful, it's successful. But if you try and sneak in front of somebody, no matter who they are, the sneak will fail. You can see anything dark means it won't be seen, but anything light means that's the person's, or if there's multiple people, it'll show their vision radius. The moment you walk into that, the sneak will fail. Like so. But point is, if I just tried to steal this without sneaking, this lady would turn around and either warn me not to do it again, or she might just straight out attack me. And, you know, I don't want that happening because she's both a vendor. We're in town, and she's also level 7, and I'm level 3, so that would turn out very badly for me. But I want her goodies, so all I can do is just sneak, and I can just start swiping stuff.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
That's my Trunks of Zandalore talking. I don't know if I can steal these arrows. I think I can. Yes, I can. Fantastic. Grab the fire staff. Grab this, and so I just cleaned her out. And now I have, you know, 10 fire arrows, and I've got all this extra stuff in my inventory now. I've got a level 4 bow, and better. Well, actually, it's a bad fire staff. But now I can just, you know, go ahead and actually, I want that shield to try some crafting stuff. You know, just go ahead and sell all this extra stuff to her that I don't want, and you know, presto, I just earned 600 some gold for completely free.
Bye.
Okay, so now we can also look around. What about, there's a trunk in this corner, which if you had sufficient lockpicking, you could get away with because you can't see you, but I don't. There's always a key somewhere in the world, or even in the immediate area for a locked chest, but sometimes they're in completely different areas. But in this case, I held down the option key. Well, I can actually also see by rotating my camera that there's a key over here. But, why isn't it showing me before it showed up on... Oh! Yeah. So now I accidentally picked up something and she's gonna kill me. Which isn't going to work out, so I'm gonna have to reload that. But you get the idea what happens when you piss somebody off, especially higher level. I'm not gonna have any chance to hit her because she's so high level. My chance to hit's ridiculous, so... Alrighty, let's try that again. I'm actually invisible right now. Which is another thing I'm going to talk about, invisibility. So why isn't it showing this to me before it always show me that there's a key in this corner when you highlighted it? For some reason it's not. But what I can do, I do have the full camera rotation unlocked at the moment, so that does make things a little easier. I'll get into that in UI tips. Just want to net. Oh, no. Net. Don't take her stuff. Be a little careful sometimes. I think I can, however, move her stuff without her getting annoyed. Maybe. Blocked. Okay. Nope. No. Okay. Whew. Let's just move some stuff here. Okay, now I have access to the key, but my sneak's gonna fail if I try and pick this up, which means she'll see me. So you can do one of two things here. I actually have an invisibility skill, which is a level 1 scoundrel skill. Pretty easy to pick up. And it allows you to steal anything and everything without sneaking, no matter who's around, who's looking. So that's like basically a cheating way of stealing. Not cheating, but a very easy method of stealing, which I would recommend picking up on one of your characters, because you have 3 to 4 characters. I only have 3 because I have Lone Wolf. But I happen to be a ranger with a point into scoundrel just for the skills. So if I wanted, I could just pop invisibility and steal this key, but for those of you who don't have the invisibility skill, I don't want to take points in the scoundrel or whatever, you can do something fairly sneaky, and that is, we'll go back over here to my other main character, and characters, when you talk to them, will turn in your direction. So if you walk behind her,
Can I help you?
talk to her, and then simply switch back over to my character, and see I can now successfully sneak because she's turned the other way. In fact, her vision radius is like nothing. So we can swipe the key,
Only the popular girls from the Source Academy
and
see
then
how edgy
run over
and
here,
dangerous you've become.
lock the chest, and hey, sweet, found an amulet and some metal armor. So, and now we're switch back to our, oh, sorry, wrong character. Other main character, and just be like, oh, well, bye. So that's a way you can trick the NPCs, and this works for a number of places around town, or in buildings anyway. I reloaded because I accidentally attacked her, but let's, here, I'll just show off. Of course, now that her back's turned, I could just swipe a whole bunch of her stuff, but let's turn her around, and without sneaking, I'll show you. Becoming invisible, I can now just simply steal everything around, even stuff, right, within her vision radius, which she'd normally hate me for. Invisibility lasts a pretty long time, even in real time, not outside of combat, so invisibility is an easy, like here, there's an identifying glass. I want to identify stuff, and there, now I've just cleaned her out. And this works with everyone in town, so work anywhere in the world, and it's a really easy way to boost the loot. I don't actually have Lore Master, but my other character does. Let's see what we got. Nice. Strength and bartering. I don't actually have any characters who are strength primary stats. They're strength, but could come in handy. So this is just one part of town. There would be some other parts of town you could easily earn money. Oh, I know. It's just... Oops, characters aren't connected. Far away. Let's just head over to the inn. The invisibility thing will work with everyone in the market. You can't really sneak steal anything in the market because there's so many people. Maybe if it's sneak level 5 or something you could. I wouldn't know because I haven't had it that high. But, you know, the Arrow Lady has all kinds of arrows, and Enchantress has potions, and there's all kinds of food and fish and whatnot. What do we have in here? And here, okay, we have paintings. Paintings are some of the most valuable things to steal because they sell for anywhere between 100 to like 500 or 600 pieces of gold. So there's paintings everywhere, all over this bar, and we want to steal them. Now, some of them are in the corners, which means we might be able to get away with sneak stealing some of them, as opposed to invisibility stealing some of them. So there's actually no one necessarily here. Let's see. We're fine, so I'm gonna go and lift this painting. And let me see if I can swipe these paintings. They're a little far. Let's see if I can still sneak here. I can. And there's that painting. This painting looks like I might need not enough space. I might need telekinesis to pick this up. I think this character has telekinesis. Let me double check. Oh, oops, it is craftsmanship. She does not. Let's give her some telekinesis. And also disconnect her. Walk her over here. Make her sneak. And there we go, sucked up the painting with telekinesis. So now, let's go over here and see what our paintings are worth that we just swiped from the end.
Greetings.
And they're under the miscellaneous category, and you can see this one's worth 482 gold. This one's worth a lot, 600, so they're worth a ton. She's got all kinds of money, but if we want some gear or something, you know, to trade, take an arrow for my ranger, take another arrow for my ranger, not too fond of scrolls, and just trade that off, and now not only did I get a bunch of items, I got more money. So there's paintings all over town and out and about in the world. You can find them in various places, especially like Black Cove and stuff like that. So basically just steal everything. All stuff like this isn't worth stealing, like empty bottles and stuff. Paintings are worth stealing. Anything gold is worth stealing. Mayor Cecil's office, he has, though I'm pretty sure I've stolen all his stuff already. But for example, he usually has a couple gold goblets and whatnot. Just to show you how easy this is, I mean, I've already stolen this, but normally this chest is, you know, not empty, and you can sneak literally right here and just loot the chest. So you don't even need points into sneak. I don't believe I have any points in the sneak, or if I do, they're from traits. Yeah, I don't. I pickpocket from a trait. You don't need points into sneaking to do all this stuff. You don't need the invisibility spell. It's pretty easy with just some, you know, basic twisting and turning, you know, using the trick to turn the NPCs away to steal stuff. But if you want to steal anything in the market, you will need invisibility. Or some of the vendors' shops. It's a little too hard to maneuver them, turn them around or whatever, because there's multiple people in their shop, so you would have to do it. I guess you could technically do it with 2 of your party members, lure them a certain direction, then steal their stuff. But that's a pretty easy way to make money. I noticed the main vendors didn't have much money, but a lot of the vegetable vendors, of course, I've already sold all my stuff to them, I think. Oh, but no, she does. You know, they tend to have a bunch of money. The cheese guy right here, and this lady won't talk to me because I turned her husband in and he's in jail. But, you know, money's hard to come by in the early stages of the game. You know, so you can buy the gear you want, or the potions and the spells and all that kind of stuff. So just steal, steal, steal. You don't need to be a rogue. You don't need to have any points even into sneaking or whatnot. I did somewhat fail to mention. Yeah, I did. I didn't talk about another way to earn money is pickpocket people. I do believe I have a point into pickpocket. Let's put another one just so we can do some more stuff with that. So let's run over here into pickpocket. You do need to sneak to pickpocket. It highlights here pickpocket. And let's see, you have a weight limit for pickpocketing. Just gonna follow him around here. He's gonna go sit down. Oh wait, can I not pickpocket him when he's sitting in his chair? I can't. Kind of annoying. Okay, let's go upstairs. Pocket somebody else. Like this orc, though I think she only has an amulet on her. Of course, this lady. Yeah, steal her gold. There we go, I stole her gold. Now, once you pickpocket somebody and actually take something from them, cameras, it's already pickpocketed. You can't pickpocket from them again. So make sure on your first run you steal whatever you want to steal. Especially, let's do it from this guy. Like, you could just steal 1 gold from somebody and then never pickpocket from them again because the game won't let you. So make sure you really steal what you want to steal up front. The weight limit here is represented in the blue bars. So this cap nearly takes up everything. The gold never really takes up much. But I do want to steal his ring, and, well, now he's running away from me. And that already counts as pickpocketing it, but I did steal a ring from him, which I'll send over to my other wizard lady to identify. And there we go, a ring with poison-resistant hearing, and if you don't want to use it, you can just sell it. So pickpocketing is another pretty easy way. You will really need 1 point into pickpocketing at least to do some basic stuff, because the weight limit's pretty severe without any points into it. Although you can steal stuff like keys, for example, in the Legion dungeon over in the northeast of town. You can steal a key from the guard and break into the back room and plunder their chests and whatnot, even without any pickpocketing, because the key's so lightweight. Actually, no, I don't think it lets you pickpocket without 0. I actually don't know. Let's find out. I don't want to give wrong information here. Oh, she has pointed to pickpocketing somehow. Does he? Jahan doesn't have any points in the pickpocketing. Okay. Where's Jahan? He's all the way in here. Okay. Let's see if I can pickpocket the Duke. Oh, I can. Actually, well, you can pickpocket, but you can't actually steal anything because you have no points into it. So you will need at least 1 point into pickpocket to do nefarious deeds. But that's a pretty easy way to make money. You know, I already have 3,400 gold, and this is after already buying some stuff. In my later game, I'm level 6, and I have something like 14,000 gold because I've been stealing and selling everything all over the place. And that's with spending money too, because you can often trade all the time. So making money isn't that hard. You just have to understand how it works in the game. So quick recap: scrounge around, search around, pick up and sell everything you don't need, steal everything you can through sneaking, steal everything you can through pickpocketing, and then steal everything you can if you have invisibility, or I mean just putting 1 point into Scoundrel and then picking up a Walk in the Shadows skill book for somebody. It's pretty easy to do. Keep in mind, Aerothurge, which is air magic, wizards can also become invisible at level 7 with a spell. So if you don't really, want to spend your points into Scoundrels, you can just wait and there's a wizard spell, but I believe it's self-applying. I haven't actually used it yet, but I don't think it can cast on other people, but I could be wrong. Maybe you can, but at a minimum you can cast that on yourself. So you could have, Jahan, for example, who's our area third in the party. He could just run around and steal everything and then give it to somebody else to, trade or identify or whatever. So, yep. So happy Divinity-ing, and we'll see you soon for another tutorial video.